think Kim's hot.
It's a little bit humid, but it's not hot, it's just humid.
You're not hot? Kim's hot.
No.
Okay, so we're here. Hello, everybody. Tuesday night.
Welcome in everyone. It looks like we're streaming. We are live from Clarksville, Tennessee. We are in high definition so you can see every grainy bit of our tiny garbage camera coming at ya. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. There's going to be stuff on my channel coming up. Downspouts and I don't know. Stuff I fix that isn't really very Del Campo. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's even more Del Campo, but we'll see. I am here with Buff Del Campo, the namesake of the channel you have found. And we are here to entertain you for the next several hours with pictures. We have our magical green screen. We can teleport to times and places near and far and visually stimulate you if you can't. This is a good night to be able to see what's going on. We don't just talk, we show you things.
I can hear us talking in the back room.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I'm going to need you to entertain chat for a moment. Okay. What I had the chat window open in there so I could see who was stopping in early, and I forgot to turn it off.
Okay. It's like I hear us like a half a second later in the back room. That's really weird. And it's also sucking up kilobits. So I try to keep that to a minimum. Is that what it was?
That's exactly what it was, yes.
Okay.
I'm wearing my Slant Daily Garage shirt tonight. I got that at the No Name Nationals from the source. From the source. They were clearancing out, I guess this is last year's model shirts. So I got a cheap Slant Daily Garage shirt, and it's comfy, and I'm very happy with it. And
So the echo. Yep. That's exactly what I could hear over here. Wasn't real loud. It was just enough I could hear.
Just enough to upset you.
Well, I know that's wrong because then we're like sucking up double the kilobits.
So tonight we're talking about the year 1974. It is not the first or last time that we will ever talk about 1974, but you know, there's some things worth repeating. 1974 might not be one of them, but we're doing it anyways. Have no fear, my friends. The Dougster is here. Thank you for coming and relieving us of our fear, Dougster. Guys, if you haven't checked out Dougster Wolverine Garage, make sure you give him a click, a subscribe, and check out Dougster's Monday night live streams. He's very entertaining for a couple of hours. Everybody who's anybody who's online perpetually, like us, will be there to stop in it and at least say hello and see what's going on. He usually has some cool signs, memorabilia, and, you know, he talks about whatever, but he's good at it. He's good at picking out topics to keep the chat entertained.
Somebody new here, Billy Brill. I'll get it out yet. Tongue twister. Billy Brilford. GMX bodies before 1980.
We're the bomb.
Yeah, that's scrolling. So I missed. Yeah, we're the bomb. Okay.
Welcome in.
Welcome in. I'm sorry I stumbled with your name.
It's a little different. It's a little different of a name. Mark Sylvain says he missed 1973. Well, we don't go in order. We really don't. We hop around.
Yeah, somebody suggested this, so we did it. And really, what we do is we look at everybody's car, everybody that's in here, send pictures, your cars, your garage, I don't care what, your dog, your cat, whatever.
Yeah, cat pictures, your chicken.
But if you got, 74 is a good year to talk about.
Yeah.
My thing was 74. Is somebody in here earlier, when I was getting ready, I could see some people in there chatting, said 74 was one of those years that were kind of not very, they were kind of doggy cars, But you know what I like about 74, and maybe 5 or 6, 7 years after that, is they weren't that bad. I mean, yeah, the engines didn't have any power, but it's real easy stuff to fix, And you can take the big-ass bumpers off of them, and you could take this car and put the smaller bumper or no bumper and put a Hornet grill in it. I think it'd look great, And then under the hood, you can put anything in there, There's a lot of room in there. A friend of mine had one of these with a 429 Ford in it. It was fast. It was
And
fun.
and if we knew then, not me specifically, but collectively, if we knew then what we know now, you'd know that there was nothing good to come, and that
Imagine taking
this
one
is
of
your
today.
last
Let's
chance.
imagine taking one of today's cars and putting a front engine in it, going out and driving. I'm not sure you could do it. Let's see here.
Rob's Rods and Streetcars is here. Welcome in. Olive, Dean, Patrick, Mexican Spec. I'm sorry, I didn't read all the names off. I usually do.
Well, you're gonna have to go
If
back
you are
and get them.
here, well, hold on. If you are here, if you are watching, if you are at this point in the video, even if you are rewatching or you are at home and cannot leave a comment, today I am going to award blanket 3 points. I appreciate you all being here within the first 5 minutes and sticking around for 5 whole minutes if you clicked on the rewatch. We were streaming last. If you didn't notice, we did a live stream that is out of our character for a Monday night, much later last night after
11,
Doug
11
was
o'clock,
over.
11 o'clock at
We
night. We
started at
go
11,
live.
and we got the. Some people were asking about it. We got the Bronco II restarted. It had been sitting there, and I tinkered with it. Well, I guess I disconnected the neutral safety switch. I kind of remember messing with some wires, but I didn't think they were connected to anything. Well, anyways, we had a little trouble getting it started, but once we got it started, it was running fine. And once we poured about 1.5 gallons of fluid in the transmission, we were able to grab first gear. And then it went into reverse, and we were very, very happy, but it was raining and it was dark, and we didn't want to pull it out and potentially get stuck in the dark and the cold and the wet. So we did some other chit-chatting about how things were going. And someone suggested, who, I'm not sure, was it Tim or was it Buddy Car? I don't know who suggested that we put it up on jack stands and let it roll out and see if it would do the 1-2 shift. Because the whole reason for disassembling the transmission was to see if we could free up the 1-2 servo, because there's several mechanisms in there that determine that, and we didn't know which one it was, but we took them all apart.
It had first gear only.
And I had the valve body all apart over the weekend. If you haven't been able to keep up with everything that's been going on, the valve body was reassembled, was cleaned, reassembled, reinstalled. And so we were eager to see. Everybody was curious. So we put it on the jack stands, and I couldn't get it to just in drive to just roll up to 2, or if it did, it was such a soft shift, so I didn't know. But Buff Del Campo knew the trick. He says, if you put it in 2, it will only go in 2. So I put it in 1 and let it roll, and then I put it in 2, and there was a very definite boom into 2. I mean, you felt it, and then the wheels just. I watched the replay.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Tim asked, did we check the differentials for water in them? No, they have water in them. We know they have water in them, and I need to drain them and such. That's another reason why I don't want to go out and do a bunch of driving with it. It needs them drained, and
yeah, there's still work to do before you take it off the stands.
Yeah. But we're close. We're very close. I mean, draining and refilling a differential is a cakewalk compared to disassembling the valve body and an A4LD for your first time. Without anyone who knows what they're doing around, just using YouTube University, I would say that that is not an entry-level degree of idiocy. I would say that that is one of those ran when parked kind of basket case kind of situations. Someone says, yeah, this is a good transmission. Here's all the parts. It worked before I took it apart. I was afraid. I was afraid that it would never go back together. It's of that. Anyways, we are talking about 1974, and I think we should move on from the Bronco because it's way in the future. We will talk more about it. I have a bunch of video editing. We do need to still drive it during the day so I can get some of that. You know, people want to see the money shot. So we will get that in this video. We will drive it around in the yard because the video needs that for closure, right? Like there's got to be a beginning, middle, and an end. and the driving it around again is the end part. I'm sorry, this is my fan.
I'm about ready to take that from you.
Don't take my fan.
It's just like waving in my face.
All right. When are you going to make it a manual, Kim? When the automatic blows up, we will put a manual. I'm not going to build a second.
A manual transmission?
Because manual transmissions have much less complexity.
Oh, all you got to do is put the whole clutch and everything in, and the pedal and the assembly, and my God, don't do all that. You know how to do a valve body now. You got another one of those transmissions.
If something goes wrong, it's not going to be the valve body, though. It's going to burn a clutch, or it's not going to break. It's not going to break, right? Right? Something else is going to break. We're going to break something in the suspension, or Lord knows what. How about we don't break anything for a week? For 1 week, can we not break anything? How's that? How's that sound? All in favor of not breaking anything for a minute? So Kim can not lay in the transmission fluid and roll around it on the floor like she's wrestling a gorilla trying to put the transfer case back in.
Mexican Spec says, Buck, do you remember driving one of those with an automatic? One of what? Gremlin? I mean, they were all over the place. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Or the Bronco II. I don't think I ever drove one of those Bronco IIs before I drove yours.
Well, I mean, the brakes are very heavy, but the power steering works. It's automatic.
Well, when I drove it, nothing worked.
It's not hard.
It was a total pushmobile.
It was really tough.
Pushmobile going downhill when I drove it.
Mark Sylvain says he has a fresh racing Power Glide with no runs on it. Asking what I paid for it, but nobody is making any offers. Mark, the economy is a little scary right now. It might be till tax refund season before you get a real offer, unless you get desperate and give it away. So I hope you don't have to do that. The Bronco II, it was horrible. No, it's wonderful.
He likes it. It's just an opinion. Mexican Spec was selling new cars about that time, I think. Isn't that about when you were selling new cars? When is that thing? 1985? I don't know when he was selling new cars. It was somewhere about there. So he thinks of things like from the dealership, I would think, of how things sold and how things were when they were new. I don't know. Billy says, I owned a 66 Ford Club Wagon E100 van, had the straight thrift power engine with ERMI Immerso headers. I don't know what those are. Now pace setter exhaust. I think that is, what is that, the 170 or the 200? Because that's what I have in my whatever that car is I drive, the Zephyr. It's a 200 cubic inch Ford 6. Mark Sylvain says, oh, you might want to read that. He's leery. He's leery of the choice of transmission.
Yes, I use tractor fluid. It's not even red, and it's a little too thick. And we will see if it's very sluggish, we may have to drain it out. But luckily, we installed our own drain plug, so I can just drain it out. It'll be good. The transmission, the rest of the transmission, the torque converter, everything will have a nice flush. But it was incredibly cheap. I don't know when the last time you had to buy 2 gallons of transmission fluid was, but that stuff's expensive. I don't know where they mine that. Man, it's like buying a gallon of printer ink. That's woo! I don't know what they use in there. Anyways, I think just any light hydraulic oil will probably work. It'll be all right. Back in the olden days, they were okay. They weren't too, if it was like a CVT transmission or something like that, I wouldn't tempt it. And if I was going to use it on the road, if it was somebody, like if I was repairing somebody else's car, I would make them pay for the right fluid. But it's just a yard vehicle, and it does have a torque converter full of garbage. So we do still want to give it some flushing. Even though it's 2-wheel drive, it still had a transfer case? Why? That doesn't make sense, Mark Sylvain.
Why would it? What would it transfer to?
It wouldn't have come from the factory like that. Because they do have a two-wheel drive A4LD. They would not have put the transfer case in. So somebody converted it.
I'm going to start bringing up pictures.
The ATF mine is next to the ATF well is next to the platinum mine. I'm sure of it.
Can you? That's as small as I can make that.
Well, it's not a small picture. I mean, you mean make us smaller
maybe
so they can...
No, yeah, do that. But then I know you have a way of backing that out. Oh no, that's about it. That's it. The way
No, that's okay. We've made some adjustments. I'm doing my stuff.
Okay, Tim sent that in.
That's Tim and the notorious Just Mopar Joe.
Just Mopar Joe. He the comment he made on his email was he doesn't know how tall he is. He's like 6'7" or something.
Just Mopar Joe is a
guy.
very towering man. The only thing more looming than Mopar Joe's height is his reaction time, right? He is the gunslinger of the No Name Nationals because he is faster than a... what did they say about gunslingers? They're fast when they're quick draw. That man knows how to cut a light, run a number.
So then I'm going to bring up more
It's a
pictures.
dummy transfer case. All I can think of is for balance. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know though. I've never seen it underneath a two-wheel drive. So maybe there is such thing one, but maybe they just put it in there because they had the four-wheel drive transmission. I don't know, Mark. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this here? It's a Mexican spec car.
This is a Mexican spec car. It sure is.
Is it a 1974 or is it just something you'd
I don't
like
know
to
what
show
year it
us?
is. It's a...
That's an unusual.
It is. It's a 74. If you're in the U.S., you might say Renault. Renault.
Okay.
And yeah, it's one of his cars. So.
All right, we're moving on, I guess.
Well,
talking about other things.
I don't know. You talk about what you want to talk about.
No, that's
I'm just
good.
showing some pictures while we're doing this.
Thank you.
I'm going to click through these. He sent a lot of this particular car. So, wow, look at the graffiti.
Joe is parked giraffe. He is not. He doesn't even have spots or horns. I guess it could be the not part. It's just the long-legged part. Faster than a rattlesnake strike. Maybe. We'll have to see. Lightning quick.
What is that on the floor? What is that? Cigarette butts? Mexican spec. Have them clean the car up before they send you pictures. It's as bad as a Bronco. Oh, Patrick Sullivan says maybe it's for a PTO. What does that say? What does that say? Can't read that.
Pitt says the Bronco 2s ran off the front-wheel drive gear out the back instead of the front. It was a gear reducer. Well, I don't think so. I mean,
you have that other truck that's, of course, it's not a Bronco 2.
It's a two-wheel drive.
It's a two-wheel drive.
I don't know. I guess, Pitt, anything is possible, but I've never seen anyone allude to anything like that before. I mean, it's just a regular standard setup for a transfer case and stuff like that in the four-wheel drive. So maybe I'll do some research because that's interesting. But I'm not doing it now because it will just be a big distraction. So this is a Mexican spec car. I'm assuming this is for sale and that he's showing it to us because it fits our...
Yeah,
that
is so different than the 1974 cars that were here.
Mexican spec is the only 1974 that he has to send.
Oh.
I'll be darned. Well, you can send a 73 or 75 Mexican spec. We wouldn't be upset about it.
I have a lot of emails. I don't know how.
One of the reasons we don't do the years in a row, because a lot of models, they get introduced and there's only very minor changes from year to year. So if you don't jump around from different decades, all the cars start to look the same from week to week. Luis likes the 1974 Ford Pinto. How many emails do we have to search
A
through
lot. I
tonight?
don't know.
Okay.
I'm not going to count them
You
because
don't
they're
have to
just
go
the whole thing's just full.
Okay, well, a lot is more than enough.
And then if you send me pictures, please don't send pictures with copyright stamps all over them, because I can't show them. And
Oh,
I have
yeah.
one here right now. I want to show it, and I can't show it because it's just copyright. All it's watermarked all over it. And it's better if you
Sorry.
send your own pictures. But yeah, sorry about that.
Well, not everybody can take pictures of things, but when they're marked by a copyright holder, then we're really out of luck. If somebody has their email address or their website on it, that's kind of different because they're sort of advertising. We're almost doing them a favor.
Well,
But
like if it's marketplace, I almost don't mind it. But if it's
yeah, but when it's like a copyrighted image, we're probably best to not do that. Although I think if we're making commentary, we are actually fair use, but generally we're just going to kind of skip them. So Dougster says that his dad's walnut tree, it had a banner year last year, produced a generous yield. This year, nothing. His dad's tree had no nuts at all. I'm surprised. It wasn't a bad year. We had plenty of rain in the spring. I know we got walnuts on our trees, and we don't even like groom them or anything. They're
we
just,
do.
oh yeah,
I didn't know we had walnuts.
yeah. In some of the beds, they're like old and grown up, and there are walnuts. You have to be careful. If you hit one with a lawnmower, it will make an enormous crunching sound. And you don't want to pick them up with your hands because the black will get on your hands and stain your hands for weeks.
Dr. Art. Oh man, all one word now. Dr. Art Hot Rod Rehab. How you doing? You're not commenting on that.
Oh, what?
Dr. Art came in.
Oh, hey, welcome in, Dr. Art.
See, it says Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab, all one word.
I see it now. I'm sorry I don't catch everyone. I hope you're doing well, Dr. Art. I haven't been keeping up real well. I know you're trying to sell that little I think he was trying to trade his little Barracuda for something that Dead Dodge Garage has, but I think that's a lot of miles for a car trade. I haven't seen how he's doing with it though. I think he's working, so I don't think he puts out as much content as he was for a while. Welcome in.
This is a Buddy Carfano picture, 74.
Oh, I will make it bigger.
74 Roadrunner. And that's a good looking car, but by then,
It's got the Starsky and Hutch stripe though. That's wrong.
That looks better than the Starsky and Sparsky and Hatch, whatever they are.
Yeah.
That was just a kind of a terrible looking stripe they did. This looks like it's done nicely.
Hippie Long asks if there are salamanders here, like if you flip over something in the yard. Absolutely, yes. We have
Really?
salamanders.
I've never seen a
And
salamander
we also
here.
have these little lizards that are not salamanders.
I have never seen a salamander here. Really?
Salamanders are black and they are very they're very shy. They won't come out. But we have these little lizards too. I forget what those lizards are called. But they're small and we don't see a lot of salamanders, but I catch one every once in a while. If it's damp, they'll be around. You'll find them.
Oops, that's huge. I can't make it smaller. These are Buddy Carfano pictures. The last one and this one.
Oh, and an official pace car.
1974. Man, that must have been fun out in the track. I'm not trying to make that thing go 100 miles an hour. Good luck. Maybe it would. I don't know. 74. Yeah, they were down on performance, to say the least.
Mark Sauvé reiterates about the Bronco II that there are no chains, no sprockets, and it contains no lubricant. I guess it was a more cost-effective use, the empty case as an adapter from the transmission to the rear drive shaft. That is like super interesting. Like it really is. Like I had no idea. So there's only one Bronco II A4LD. There is no two-wheel drive version of it. The Rangers had it. Was that only for 1 year, or was that throughout the life of the Bronco II? Did it have that? That's wild.
This is a car I've never seen before. Another one Buddy Carfano sent in. It's oh, that's so small. I can't make that bigger. It's a it says right there, Hyundai '74 Pony
Wow.
Coupe concept. So they never built it. I didn't, in '74, I'd never even heard of Hyundai. They didn't come around till the Hyundai
It
Excel
it
in the US.
does look a little bit like a later 70s Toyota Corolla or a Volkswagen Scirocco, but there is no front bumper. And in 74, obviously this is a concept because there is not the front bumper that was required. Hey, I did a little bit of research, and by little I mean hardly any, and I caught DeLorean looking that as well, Patrick Sullivan. Yes. Um, that is a factory stripe, though, says JB. I did not know that.
Oh, he's probably talking about that.
Starsky and Hatch.
Yeah, that was a factory stripe, and it
I
looked
didn't know
way
that.
better.
I thought somebody put that on there. Wow.
Pitt's asking about Chevy Laguna. What was the Chevy Laguna? What's he asking about?
Laguna.
Chevy Laguna. I don't know. What did I have a minute ago? What did I miss here? No, not that. Not that. No, I don't know what he's talking about. Chevy Laguna. That's what
What was the
Dylan
white
Levi
car?
drives. I don't know.
Okay. So, I'm going to take the reins here.
The reins.
The reins. Oh, and break the whole system.
Yeah, you make
I gotta
everything
go to WebRight
dark.
and
What does
get.
she do?
Hold on a second. Does anybody? Oh no,
Oh,
it says. Does anybody remember the annoying 1974 seatbelt interlocks?
oh my God. My Matador. Half the time the car wouldn't start because all the problems with the interlocks, they didn't work right. So even with nobody in the seat, it wouldn't let you go till you buckled the seatbelt with nobody in there. And oh man, what?
Wouldn't let the engine start.
That's right.
So,
I forgot about those damn
the
things.
historical data that I read, because I was not yet born to remember any of this, but I do remember finding these in all kinds of old cars, the wires under the seats and stuff like that. But you'll find, especially like this one here, this one here, you'll see these in a car and it's not connected and you don't know why. Because people unanimously hated the seatbelt interlocks, hated them, despised them, and they petitioned Congress repeatedly until they repealed
2 years to get rid of.
the law about them because it
I think
was so hated.
I think 74 and 75 cars had them in the U.S.
So they hated them. All right, we'll go back.
What is
This
this?
something that happened in
It says,
74.
look at
They
that.
were very worried about your safety in 74. Go ahead.
I don't know where we at. Okay. I'm just showing pictures. That's Monte Carlo that Buddy Carafano sent in. Pit Snipe said something about Laguna was a limited run J or G chassis in the mid '70s. Yeah, Laguna was like a Chevy Malibu, except it had a rubber front end on her, plastic enduro, I guess, front end. It was an upscale mid-sized car. And right now, the most famous one around is Dylan Levi's 5-second car, which is a Laguna. That car is quick. Man, is that thing fast. And the last 3 years, he's been at No Name Nationals and broke all 3 years. And not always the same thing broke. But this year, man, that car was flying. And he got the first, he was trying to get into the fives, and he's the first one to get into the fives, and he got something for that. Some, cool. Some honorable mention or something for getting into the fives.
This car has really good looking lines. I do like the single round headlights in the front, and they even did a pretty good job with the 5-mile-an-hour bumper on this car.
To me, that bumper looks like you could pull up. That looks like a seat, like a couch. I don't know. They were just all like that.
I
I just
I think they did okay with it.
I
It
don't
doesn't
think
have
they
the big,
did.
massive overrider bumperettes on it, although that's not my favorite grill. But the rest of this car has really good lines. I like it. I like it. I would drive that.
Billy is talking about the Chevy Laguna in 1973 when that body style came out. There was an El Camino with a Laguna front end on it, in a local dealer, and I wanted that thing so bad, but I was a young kid, I was 19 years old, and man, I'm trying to think of how that happened. Oh, that was just before I went in the Air Force, was it? Yeah, it was just before I went in the Air Force, and I couldn't swing it. I couldn't borrow the money. I didn't get it. But I was in the Air Force, and later in the year, that was probably in, yeah, that was 73, because I ended up buying a 74 Matador, one of the ones with the big bug-eyed, why aren't I in the picture? Big old bug-eyed headlights up front, but I liked the 74 Matador too. But I really like that Laguna front end,
Some people
especially the
have
first year.
different opinions about this car. Yeah, the doors were heavy.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
that was one of those cars you end up changing the bushings in
What
them
year
all the
did
time.
they do the side impact beams in car doors?
I don't
Was
remember.
74 too
Oh,
early for that?
you know who'll know. Mexican Spec will know. He knows everything about
Okay.
what year they did all this stuff. Yeah, side impact beams. When?
Okay.
Yeah, and when I bought that Matador, I could have bought one of these. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I really wanted a Matador. That thing came out and it was so weird and cool looking, and I don't know. I really liked it. But looking back, yeah, the 74 GTO would have been a good choice. This would have been a good choice. And by then, yeah, I was in the Air Force. I made enough money. I didn't make a lot of money, but I made enough that the credit union would lend you money on this or on anything. So I didn't do it. I don't know why. Just
Olive
had to have
likes
a
that
Matador.
Firebird nose. I agree. Boy, this is like a forerunner to the Jelly Bean cars of the late 80s, early 90s when they started going Jelly Bean. Like this is way ahead of its time. I like the roundiness and the lines of this car. Um, it has a feminine sort of look to it. Some of the other
I
muscle
don't
cars
know.
are very like the bolder masculine lines. I think this has like sort of a femininity to it.
I don't really like the color of that or the color of the bird. But the black
I
ones,
can
the black ones,
understand.
they look pretty good.
I think it looks great. I think the worst thing about red though is it the red always fades in the sun. You cannot leave a red car sit out in the sun.
And that was a 74 Torino. Not my favorite Torino, but that's how it was in 74. I really liked the 72, which was the same body, but the 72 was not conducive to big bumpers. So the 73 and 4, they put the giant bumpers. It's heavy long says 74 man with the golden gun, full of AMCs, including your Matador. Really?
There you go. Movies, automotive. Yeah, the James Bond movies always have car chases and stuff in them, so that's automotive adjacent for sure.
Oh, and then Buddy Carapano sends in something from Australia. It's pretty interesting. That's the Falcon that we didn't get. Man, why didn't we get that Falcon? That's such a cool looking Falcon compared
That
to
is,
ours.
yeah.
They got the good stuff. They just kept having the Falcon for years and years and years, and they just got better and better. And ours just disappeared. There's no black 74 TAs except a concept. You could not get black on a TA till 76. Okay, well, I don't know what year, I don't know what color I would have gotten. But I should have been over the Pontiac. I should have looked more. What happened was, then there was no internet. There's magazines, and I saw that 74 Matador in a magazine. I just had to have one. I got a red 74 Matador. I thought it was cool. I don't know if it was.
Nope. You were lame.
I was lame. It's one of those love it or hate it cars.
You're lame because you don't still have it.
I had that car for 8 months.
Is that all? You were always jumping from one car to the next.
Yeah, this is too weird. I'm not showing that.
Why not? That was cool.
All right. It's something from the Soviet Union. And I
Is it a
know,
Lada?
no, it's a Volga, which I kind of liked the old Volgas, but they made it into four-wheel drive. And I don't know. They did it. I don't know why. I
It
think
kind of looks like
I
a
think
Valiant.
I think they gave it to, because most of those ran around. They're just two-wheel drive, front engine, rear drive cars with a little four-cylinder in them. They were not fast. They were kind of rickety-puckety little cars. But they were kind of built like an American car. They had A-arms up front, coil springs, leaf springs in the back. Very, very American kind of chassis.
Hey, Kobe Gesa, welcome in.
But from what I remember, Brezhnev wanted a four-wheel drive or something, so
They
built
did a
that.
nice job. Like, it's the axles are the right width for that little car. Usually when they put four-wheel drive axles under an old car, it's silly.
Probably not profit motivated. So they, oh, look at this. Buddy Carpano sent this in. That's a Longchamp. That's a De Tomaso Longchamp. I really like those. A lot of people don't know about those because they know about the Mangustas and about the Panteras, but the Longchamp was a little coupe. Kind of like that. JB says Officer Malloy had a Matador and Adam 12 has bought a cop car and a coupe as his personal car. Yeah, it's kind of weird. When Adam 12 started out, they had Plymouth satellite. They had Plymouth satellites, and then later they went to Matadors. But it's probably whatever LAPD had at the time.
Dougster got a local auction site ad. Get
Oh,
2 points,
got
Dougster.
ads.
Guys, if you get an advertisement,
What happened? I don't know what you're doing.
there was a thing, a pop-up.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
If you get an advertisement and you tell us about it, you're going to get 2 points. Even if I don't see it, you automatically award yourself 2 points for paying enough attention to know who the ad was for and typing it in. That's how you get your reward. And that, our advertisers, they pay for over 7,000 kilobits per second. Comes through high technology fiber optic cable through the YouTube ingestion servers, reprocessed and packaged and sent to you with almost no delay around the globe. That's expensive, but you guys are worth it. So we tell our advertisers, look, if you want to advertise on our stream, you're going to have to pay for these kilobits. And they're like, we're not paying for all of those kilobits. You need to tone it down. And we're like, no, look, we're not having it. You either do it or you can't advertise here. And they buckled. They caved. They were like, all right, we'll pay for the kilobits. We'll do it. We said, darn right you'll do it.
Mexican Spec got an ETN bus company. Can you make that picture small? It's like way too close up.
That's what the picture is anyways.
Yeah, but it was like way too much.
That looks a little bit milky
That is,
for
remember
oil.
last week, remember Dick Dastardly
Yeah.
I said I'd like to see pictures of that engine. There it is apart.
Uh-oh. What engine is it? I don't remember that, honestly, from last week.
Oh, I do. Let's see. Let me find the email.
Solid lifters. Is he having problems with it or something?
Yeah, it came apart. I think it was
Ooh.
it's a 426.
Oh, wow.
426 wedge.
Ooh.
And I don't know. He's not here, is he? Because I kind of want him to talk about it. Maybe I'll just bring it back later.
Bring it up later. If he's here later.
When he's here, we'll ask him about it.
It's really hard to talk about somebody's project or photo.
Yeah, when they're not here.
Max Wedge is in his name. I didn't see the name. I get it now.
She can't always see what I'm doing over here.
Yeah. I started asking him questions, so he'd give me the blank stare. I don't know.
I'm over here on another laptop.
Yeah, that's more
She's
than
over
just some condensation. That's cooling.
condensation. Yeah, it's a lot of condensation.
That's not condensation. That's head gasket problems.
And then
Or a cracked block, which we're not even going to talk about. Crack.
and then this.
What is this?
This is Mopar K's car, but I think there's more than one picture here.
Well, if Mopar K, why don't you leave it? Because Mopar K hasn't said hello yet. She'll be in later. She's probably stumping over on Kiwi's channel.
Straight bullet. Gavin Newsom political ad. Oh man. Oh. Let's see here.
Telling you to vote no on 50.
I don't even
Straight
know.
bullet Gavin Newsom.
I don't even know what 50
We
is
took
in
his
California.
money. Yeah, I don't know what it is either.
I don't know what it is in California because
Wow.
we no longer
You
in
get 2
California.
points though.
Haven't been there since
I'm sorry you had to
1991.
watch that.
Have not been there since 1991.
Yeah. I really like that.
Vote no on politicians. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah.
So there's more. There's more from Mopar K. What I'll do is
How
I'll
would
just
Kay
wait.
know Kiwi? I have no idea. I don't know where Kay is. Maybe she's putting the kids to bed. She's not here yet. We'll talk about Kay when she's here. You know?
Oh, here's one from Mark. This must be Mark Sauvé.
Yeah, that's checkball locations.
Yeah, it's
You could-
checkball locations.
skip
Yeah, you know
those.
about that.
Yes,
And
thank you for sending that. I
Yeah.
did find exploded views and stuff like that of everything I needed to verify that I put everything back together, and I appreciate people trying to help. It was very difficult.
there's some pictures here. I gotta look back. I'm trying to remember names from screen names. The difference between screen names and real names. It's Tavo sent stuff in, but I'll wait till he comes back to show that. And then Tim, oh, they're going to give me a hard time. If any of you are here on, what night was it? Probably Saturday night. Who was here on Saturday night? We got into this problem.
Oh, you talked about. We were on for a long time.
Talking about
And
mayonnaise.
they started talking about mayonnaise, and I swear they talked about mayonnaise for an hour.
So I'm going to click
I wasn't
out of
even
that.
paying attention, but I just heard this mayonnaise and that mayonnaise, and I like this mayonnaise, and this person likes that mayonnaise, and I was like, wow, you guys can talk about mayonnaise for hours. It's better than talking about booze, though. So I would rather hear about mayonnaise for an hour than.
Is this? This is from Buddy Carafano, and I don't know if it's real or if it's a Photoshop. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
You know, that could be a Photoshop. Could be the back of a Chevelle wagon with a, I don't know what the heck it is. Something somebody made. Oh wait, here's more pictures of it down here. Of course, I can't make my cursor go where I want it to.
Looks like an abstract.
Oh, that
painting.
look. Yeah, it does look like a Photoshop to me.
Mm.
Okay, so we'll get rid of the Photoshop picture. Yeah, I wish I could have a picture. We'll get rid of the Russian car. Yeah, we're back to that one. Okay.
Don't get Andrew started on mayo again. Hey, everybody has their opinion on the mayonnaise.
Man, Andrew Button, I mean, I was afraid to even show that picture because you'd come out and cause a lot of trouble over it.
Andrew, don't give them suggestions. The government will straight up outlaw mayonnaise. They'll say, oh, too many trans fats, and we're against trans fats, so you can't have trans fats. So they'll outlaw mayonnaise. Now it's going to happen. Why'd you have to even say anything about it? Dang it.
Somebody had to bring that picture, and I brought it up.
Oh, man.
Don't start the mayonnaise crap.
Do you know what's going to happen if they outlaw mayonnaise? I'm going to have to start making bootleg mayonnaise because he cannot live without it. Oh, man. Ah. A mess.
Let's shut
Why?
down. We all have our opinions about politics, but I want to shut it down in here.
Oh,
That's
no,
it.
we're not doing a political
it.
stream, guys.
That's it. We're done with it. Uh, the
Go discuss politics with Kiwi. I'll bet you he wants to hear it too.
oh, Olive would enjoy it. She needs to start a channel
Don't get on
called the
people's. Don't.
the channel that does that thing. I've encouraged her to do that. She hasn't done it.
Then only outlaws will have mayo. There you go.
Buff needs to eat 2 habaneros for a short video. Man, those things will burn you. I had a roommate, and he always watched the news at night. And he'd stand there in the kitchen, and TV was out in front of me. He had the news on. And he'd always make a salad, and he's always cutting stuff up. And one of the things he cut up was the habaneros. So he's cut up an habanero, and something on the news got his attention. And he walked around the other side, and he walked close to the TV, and he's staring at the TV, and he's upset over something on the news. And his eye itched or something. He went like this. Man, he put habanero juice right in his eye. Well, then he forgot all about the news, forgot all about the salad, everything. He was washing his face and his hands and his face. Finally, he goes, "I'm going to take a shower," and he ran off. But
I don't know how you are with spicy food.
it depends. A little spice is okay. I don't really like habanero is a little bit much, but like jalapeno. Jalapeno is good as long as you don't like eat like wads of the seeds. They're pretty good. So,
See, some people don't care nothing about mayonnaise.
Buddy Carfano sent another one in.
There's something about mayonnaise. It's like too slimy for me, which I don't know. That
Well, you can't eat it anyway because you got some kind of a issue where you don't eat it. Hey, look at that! It's a Fargo. It says Fargo underneath, but it says Dodge on the front. Buddy Carfano sent that in. Oh,
I like the old tin grill Dodge.
I do like that body style.
Is that a 1-ton? It's got the dually in the back.
Probably. I like that grill and those that hood. What do you call it? The bird bath hood.
As a farm truck with just very modest maintenance, that will last for eternity.
The other thing is that's got a good dash on it, and that's the one that you open up the glove compartment. It opens down like this. It's up high and it opens down like that, and all the fuses are right there. Man, is that ever nice? Because every time I've blown a fuse in a car, you know, it's nighttime in the rain. I got to have the door open, crawling underneath the dash, upside down. It's like, you think they could put the fuse panel somewhere where you could get at it, you know? But these, they did, you know, it's pretty good. Braden says, go check out everything hot and spicy.
Hippie Long says, we don't read all the posts. They fly by pretty fast. He gets lost and partial out of context. It happens a lot. It really does. Because not only is he reading chat, he's looking at the pictures and he's looking at his email. And it's yeah. Sorry.
What's that? What's wrong?
It just sometimes we read a comment and it's a response to a comment earlier that we didn't see. And when it's out of context, it means something different.
Oh.
And it happens. It absolutely does. We can get confused. So you guys just have to forgive us.
Yeah, I'm looking away a lot because I got a lot of email tonight. So I'm looking there instead of the chat.
I mean, we've got a big screen. Like, we've got a lot of chats. But, you know, one chat up could be something that makes it make more sense. And sometimes you just get into tunnel vision. You're only seeing what you're... Yeah.
So Dougster says, I make killer stuff jalapeno with an enye. Good job. Both cold with cram cheese. Yeah, that's you cram it in there. Probably cream cheese. And sweet onion and real bacon bits. And hot with cream cheese and wrapped in bacon.
I've made those.
You know what? We make those, and you know what I put in there? Instead of the bacon bits, I'll put a shrimp in there and then wrap the thing in bacon. But you put a shrimp in each one with the cream cheese. Man, those are good.
Yeah. You know what it is that makes it good?
What?
Plutonium.
Plutonium?
Cesium?
Yeah, just run out to the grocery store.
Cesium?
Get some. Oh,
what
yeah,
is the
cesium.
stuff that was in the shrimp? I forget.
Cesium-137.
Yeah.
But
That's what
ours,
really gives the jalapeno. It wakes the jalapenos up.
The ones we have didn't come from that country. They weren't in that batch. It was like a joke, and everybody took me seriously that I was really going to eat plutonium. or sees you.
Uh,
So
Mex-
this is a Buick.
Mexican Spec says, I bet they didn't sell many GTX in that year. I have never seen one. And if Mexican Spec hasn't seen one, honestly, it does mean it's a pretty rare car. I don't know.
Which one hasn't he seen?
The GTX.
Oh, the GSX?
No, he said GTX. Maybe he misspoke.
They didn't sell many GTX in that year. I've never seen one. Well, there was a GTX, but it wasn't this. Yeah, I don't know. But I didn't know if I had this up by then. Yeah, I bet, point this way. I bet Dallas would have liked this. Maybe, I wonder if he ever had one. Because Dallas is really into Buicks. He knows how to make Buicks fast. Yeah, it's like an Apollo. Is that actually a model of the... Oh, it is. It is. So it wasn't just a GSX. It was a GSX. It was Apollo GSX. Oh, and Mexican Spec did mean GSX. I never saw one. I may have. I don't know. That was 51 years ago. I may have seen one. But it was one of those cars that was just, it was a Nova or a 74 GTO, which I didn't even like the 74 GTOs then. But looking back, I sure like them now, because I like Novas so much. And I really like Pontiac. So, I mean, that's the car, but at the time I didn't like it.
Braden is giving us his jalapeno popper wrap
Where's this?
recipe.
Cream cheese, bacon, and you stuff jalapeno and wrap it in a crescent roll.
Braden, you need to do a short and show us
do some
recipe.
do some videos on this stuff.
Food. Everybody loves food. It's so relatable. Anybody in the chat, if you are looking for something to do shorts about, do food shorts. Even though we're a car channel, when we do food shorts, they get more views because they're just very widely relatable. And people will tell you they hate it. People will tell you they love it. You're doing it all wrong.
Oh,
that looks so good.
Comments will drive you crazy. Don't pay attention.
Don't pay attention to the comments. You can read them all, but don't let them get to you because it takes like 3 seconds to type a comment. And there are people out there just to see if they can
give you trouble. Yeah, Bona Jonah, Apollo GSX. Good evening. Welcome to the chat. The problem is the X bodies from those years didn't always their brands. Didn't always have the brand. GM Mix Match 350. Yeah, they didn't do that in 74. It was a little bit later than that. Yeah, and they did it. Some people got real upset about it. But when I started seeing the Chevrolets in the Buicks, I don't know, I thought it was pretty nice because all of a sudden everything was interchangeable. But some people didn't like that. I didn't like the Oldsmobiles showing up in the Pontiacs because I like Pontiacs and I had Pontiac engines around, so it didn't do me any good.
Dougster points out that Nova was Nova, Omega, Ventura, Apollo. Before Dougster leaves, because Dougster doesn't stay too late, I had one other thing that I grabbed that was very 1974. Dope.
What's that?
Braden, you can't say that stuff.
Yeah, kill that. Get rid of that right away.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Dougster. Whoop, that's the wrong one. Okay. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm almost there. Don't give up. Snake River.
Oh. Man, I remember this day.
The man, the myth, the legend. It was 1974 when Evel Knievel attempted his, no spoilers, but attempted to jump the Snake River Canyon in his rocket motorcycle. Mo Parquet, you're just in time. I made him skip your photos so we could go back to them.
I skipped your photos so that you'd be here because we figured you'd be here, but I skipped them till you got here. You're taking a break from class. Oh, you actually do have a class tonight. Andrew Button, I don't think they had a V6 Citation here. X-Body, yes, but I think the Chevy stick only had a 4-cylinder.
Really, the Citation had a 6-cylinder in it for sure because it was a screamer for a little bitty car like that.
I don't know if it's first year or not. I drove an 80 right when they came out. A friend of mine bought an 80, whatever that thing is, Citation. I drove it. I remember the radio was vertical and it had some weirdness to it, but it was a nice driving car. It wasn't fast at all, but it was just a nice driving car. Braden says, all you do is cut out and cut the jalapeno in half.
He's just repeating his recipe.
Okay. Well, what you need to do is do some videos, man.
No, I'll skip it. Come on.
Okay. So
We're talking about Evel Knievel.
we're talking about Evel Knievel.
1974. I guess this is
remember.
his last big stunt.
Well, he got mad at the guy that designed that thing because the parachute opened on the way up the launch, and one guy says that broke and opened the parachute, and then the other guy says Evel Knievel got scared and pulled the parachute on the launch. So I don't know. He ended up way down in the river somewhere.
It got smashed.
He didn't make it across. Where's Evel Knievel now? He died quite a while ago.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. His son is still out there. What's his son's name? Can't think of it. Another Knievel. Doing the same kind of stuff.
I read somewhere that he broken over 400 bones. He had broken every bone in his body at least twice.
He had some
kind of record.
He had some bad crashes.
I know growing up, and see, this was in the 70s, and growing up in the 80s, like anytime you did anything dumb, they'd tell you not to try and be Evel Knievel, and that there was a moment in every kid's life when they were jumping a little ramp about this high on their bicycle that they wanted to be Evel Knievel. They didn't even know who Evel Knievel was.
Patrick Sullivan got it. Robbie Knievel.
Robbie Knievel. There you go.
Does he get points for thinking of that?
Yes. Everybody who said Robbie Knievel, including Dougster, gets.
Oh, Dougster said it too?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, he did. I see it down there. Yep.
Kenny Powers attempted to jump the St. Lawrence Seaway in a rocket-powered Lincoln Continental. He failed the jump as well. What year did Fonzie attempt to jump the shark? That's historic as well. I don't know that it was 1974. That is bullcrap hype. He did not break every bone. I have no idea, Hippie. I'll bet you there's bones. He was like, I never broke this bone. They just took a hammer and broke it just so they could say broke them all. Who would want to break that many bones?
He was on Johnny Carson and said that, so it's probably a promotional thing. Mexican Spec.
It was the early 80s for Fonzie? All right.
Hey, Vintage here.
Tanner, welcome. Guys, check out Vintage Adventurer Drives. He's a newer member of our community, like Just Mo Parquet.
Oh, Robbie's gone
Just
too?
Mo Parquet. Mo Parquet don't play. And, I didn't know that.
Stray Bullet says Robbie's dead too. I didn't know that. You want to bring up another picture?
Absolutely. What about his neck? Wouldn't he be paralyzed? Maybe.
I broke my neck.
I've broken my neck.
But I was okay too. Yeah, you've had neck surgeries.
But I am
broken
paralyzed.
necks.
So, yeah. But not necessarily dead. But maybe paralyzed. Not everybody who breaks their neck is paralyzed. It depends on how you break it. You can mess yourself up pretty good, though.
So this is a 74 Chevy, Spirit of America. 74 Chevy Nova, Spirit of America.
Sweet.
I didn't know about this model. Stray Bullet says you can break your neck without being paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that because I've done it.
It's not a good idea. I do not recommend breaking your neck.
Yeah, Patrick Sullivan says hatchbacks are a no-go. Is this one a hatchback? Oh, it says hatchback. I knew a guy that retired in the military when I first went in. He retired, and that's all he wanted was one of these with a hatchback. And he said, we lived in, he lived in, I don't know, Vallejo, California, somewhere around there. He said, all I want to do is drive up to Reno and gamble. He goes, sleep in the back of my car, in that hatchback. And he goes, when the money runs out, I'll come back home and I'll wait for the next check. And then I'll go back up to Reno and gamble and sleep in the back of my car. I don't know if that's what he did, but that was what his plan was.
That's a good plan.
Oh man, that was in 1974. That's when that was. So that was 51 years ago. I mean, I'm sure. I know he's gone. I've tried to find him. He's passed away. Vintage says, I like my Pinto wagon because I can sleep in the back. Yeah, I see. I'm watching your videos. Things you're doing, I can see that Pinto in the background. It's like, yeah, there we go.
Mexican Spec says he just posted a 1976 hatchback with a 350 and a 4-speed.
I did see that.
I saw it also. Separately, you got 2 views from us, and it is a beautiful car. And, if anybody's looking for a 76 with a 350 and a 4-speed, good luck finding one like the one Mexican Spec. I didn't see what the price was, but here in the States, those things they fetch big money, stupid, crazy money. Wow. And it's a good one. So.
Oh yeah, Kay could sleep in her duster because it's a space duster. I didn't know what a space duster was, and she called it a space duster. She called it a space duster. I thought,
ow!
What'd you do?
Hurt my foot.
She called it a space duster, and I thought, what, did it go in space? No, it's got all this fold down stuff so you can sleep in there. I'm sorry.
Sleep in there.
Kim's got to go fix her foot.
No, I'm getting coffee.
Mexican Spec says 2 owner car, original paint, original white interior. That's a nice looking car too. I'd like that car. Yeah, with a small block Chevy that's non-smog, just a Mexican small block Chevy. It's like they always were, Dougster's updating us on the Detroit Tigers game. Lisa's saying, Kim, oh, she did something and snagged her foot up on a chair. She stepped on her broken flywheel. She left her broken flywheel on the floor from last week. Stood on it. It's not comfortable. He says, Buff, you should do a short doing buffalo chicken wings. I've done some cooking stuff and like shorts, and I don't do well with them because it's kind of an automotive channel. I did one that got some traction, and it was just me cooking some shrimp and some eggs and onion or something in a frying pan. I just threw it all in there fast, did a short, and put it up, and I got some views. It wasn't a bad one, wasn't a super good one. But if you're really into cooking, instead of just throwing stuff in a frying pan like what I was doing, you could and you did more and more of that. And when you load up the videos, you can check a category in there that has more to do with food, and you probably would do well, Dean says the Dodge Sport Hang 10, you can sleep in it with your surfboard partner. Tavo's here. Good evening. We had pictures from Tavo, and I held off on them. Kim says, hold off on those till he's here. Where are they? Here it is. I don't know what it is. Haven't opened the email yet. Oh, I see what it is. It's these guys. Oh, he says they might be South African Holden Utes. Ooh, there's a difference. Don't know.
Buddy Carpenter says you boiled a thermostat, and that's car guy cooking.
Yeah. But you don't eat Never eat the thermostat.
But they're so good.
It's good thermostats.
Mmm.
Okay, so this is one that Tavo sent. That is a good looking car. Nice little El Camino like thing. But it's called, what's that called? It's South African though. Did they make these in Australia or South Africa? Oh, I can't find my cursor. There it is. A Belmont. Is that what they call that? A Belmont. Yep, it won't move. Sidewinder Shed. Hey, good evening. Enter button. I'm an E-body. No A-bodies for me. What's an E-body? What's an E-body? That's like a Challenger, 70 Challenger Barracuda, I think. El Ramino, Ranchero. It's Holden. So Holden is oh, we got ads coming in. Sorry about that. Holden is General Motors in Australia. Basically a Chevrolet in Australia. This one is the Australian Holden. Okay, so it's an Australian Holden. Man, that's a nice car. I wish we would have got those. Man, you know, it's crazy. Some stuff, you know, like in Mexico or some other continent somewhere, you guys get a car that was built by the same companies built cars here, and we didn't get them. Okay, Braden, I saw you had a bunch of pictures there. I'll go back. It looked like there were a lot, but I'll go back and look. Dean Stevenson says Belmont, Kingswood, then Premier, then Monaro, Statesman Caprice. Well, I remember the Monaros. Man, I like those. I guess that's what our GTO, our last GTO was a Monaro. And the Statesman. I remember those. Man, I don't know. You guys got some good stuff. Dean Stevenson says shared platform. Yeah, Luis goes, Holden? Yes, it's a Holden. Mexican Spec got a Viva Aerobus airline ad. Viva Aerobus airline ad. Kim, any response?
Oh, Mexican Spec gets 2 points for his advertisement. But I already said that earlier, that if you get an advertisement, tell us about it.
I want people to give, I don't, you know, just like give yourself some points and go away.
He's a moderator. He knows. Thank you to the airline for supporting the stream.
Look at that. We've got a company in Mexico that's helping us.
That's right. We're worldwide.
Cool. Pretty cool. Okay, let me go back and see if I can find. Okay, that was
They're paying the tariffs for our bits.
And then K.
Do you know you have to pay a tariff when the bit? Oh gosh, I'll give this politicians more
don't
ideas.
get the tariffs going again. There's more pictures from K, and I'm downloading them right now.
Cool, because K's here now.
Yes. So let's see.
Oh, and Tanner sent us pictures too.
We did. Okay,
He said he did. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get to those. I haven't gotten to them yet. That's a picture from K.
So that's K's car?
I think so.
I know there's 2 cars. Actually, it looks like there's 3 cars because that white car's in the background. I know there's several cars. And I don't know who's who and what's what yet because I only started watching K more recently.
Where's K?
And Pa. Is it Pa or Paul? I don't know.
Oh, yes, Tavo, the second picture came with it.
Is that a 74?
I forgot to show it. That's the second one.
Mm.
Oh, I just forgot. I moved on instead of there. I'm trying to get that.
Chibby.
Didn't know a Duster was a K car. Luis got Gulf ad. Gulf out of Venezuela. That's 2 points. Mexican Spec. I'm looking at the grass. That's a lot of grass to cut. So anyway, that's also from Tavo. That must be the South African one, or maybe I'm not sure, because that is a different car. What does that say up in the front? I don't know if we can read that. It just says Chevrolet. Does it say Chevrolet? What does it say? Does that say Chevrolet? Oh, it does, and it's got a Chevrolet bow tie. That must be the South African one. Oh, right up there at the top. It says 74 Chevrolet, South African model. I didn't pay attention to that, did I?
No.
Okay, so we're back to K. No side
Is that
marker
a
lights.
74 model car?
Because no, yeah,
It's got the beak.
It's got no side marker lights, says Mexican Spec. Says, yeah, because it's South African, I guess. Maybe they didn't have that, didn't care about that. I don't know.
We don't need no stinky side marker lights.
Okay, so a Parquet, and look at the wheels and tires she has on that thing already.
Yeah, it's got the skinnies up front. It looks like slicks on the back. I don't know.
Definitely got the hood scoop.
Yeah, that's so you can scoop. Scoop up the air.
Tavo says different car, or same car, different grill. Holden, Ute, and Chevy El Camino. Man, we didn't get those El Caminos. That's a nice looking car. Dean Stevenson, the Holden Monaro was sold as the Chevrolet SS. Kingswood became the Chevrolet Commando with a K. And the Premier Brougham was the Chevrolet Constantia. Then the GM Statesman became the Chevrolet Caprice. That all happened in Australia? Or is that when they went to, I don't know. I didn't know you ever had Chevrolets in Australia and New Zealand. Let's see here. Yeah, vintage, I understand a K car.
What's with the excavator in the front yard?
Yeah, that's a pretty nice piece of machinery there. We could sure use that.
I know how to run an excavator. You know how to run an excavator, Kay?
What the hell is going on here?
I can dig me a hole. I can dig a good trench with a nice flat bottom like it needs to have. You give an amateur, they think they can move the arm around, they think they know how to dig, but then their trench goes like this. You can't put a pipe in it because I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, okay, Braden, here's the deal. If we start talking about political stuff in here, it turns into a giant argument with people on this side and people on this side, and it ruins the channel.
We know there's an argument out there.
We know there's people on each side that would just love to have a giant argument, but I don't want that in here. We're talking about cars. And if you let it deteriorate into that, that's what we have, and that's not fun. Or at least to me it isn't fun. It might be fun to you.
This is our break. Like we see it all day, every day. This is our break from that. It's totally legitimate to have a political conversation
somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
Stop. If you want to do politics, just start a politics channel and do some lives and.
There's lots of place in the world for that.
It's like online professional wrestling, you know. Let's see. Well,
I don't remember if that's a functional hood scoop or not.
Oh, when she gets back, did she leave?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll ask her next time she's here.
Bridges, what's the most radical car you've seen with what kind of radical engine in it? Oh, I don't know. The car of you got to know what you're looking at when the hood's open. But that car that Dylan Levi drives, it's got a turbo about this big, fast. It's got an LS in it.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
Big exhaust coming out the side up by the front bumper.
Jamie? Oh, that Dodge Garage stopped in. Hi, Jamie.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, how you doing?
I I
I
think
just showed up to no politics roll. I strongly enforce that in my lives. Love it. Yep, yep.
you
gotta
have to. It
if you
spirals.
want to. The other thing that I don't want to enforce, but kind of we have to, is like that video that we put it up and it got demonetized, but at least we didn't get a strike. Was when you and Vintage were there playing a guitar at No Name Nationals. That was a great video, and we didn't get monetized, but so what? But we got to be careful with that kind of thing. So
We're just not allowed to make money on it. It's not a strike.
I don't discourage it, but I got to be careful with it.
It was cool as heck.
Yeah, that was so damn good that I don't care.
I can't thank you enough. I was so glad to be there and capture it.
Okay,
What's up?
this needs to
I've done
this
something wrong.
this needs to stop right now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So,
No discussions. Help make potato cams great again.
potato cam, yeah,
potato.
yeah, we always have. Yeah, I could have.
I noticed
told you.
that from the live stream last night.
Yeah, Jamie, I was watching your live, which I rarely go in, but I hung out the whole live. It was pretty good, and you were playing a guitar at the end, and I'm thinking, how do you get away with that? Yeah, okay, you just don't monetize it.
Well, he does enough long form content.
You just don't monetize it, and you don't get copyright strikes. So that's good.
It amazes me, Jamie, how many cars, how much projects you move through so rapidly, because we move slow. But you've got like more content, more cars all the time. It's very impressive. I really enjoy it. So, and it was cool. I cannot believe you came all the way out here again to participate in festivities. I hope that, well, I don't overdo it, but it was very cool.
Yeah.
How's the 57 smelling today?
Well, that thing looked like, looking at that 57 Dodge, I'm thinking it probably smelled worse than the car we have in there right now. That one that we have right now, there's some that are much, I know they're much worse than that, what's that thing you have? Bronco. Yeah, that Bronco's really not that bad. It's just ugly in there. I'm sorry, man. I gave you a hard time. I don't know. Maybe I didn't mean to give you a hard time, but I said I disagree with you. I told him in that No Name Nationals, I disagree with you. I really like the 61 DeSoto, and he didn't like it at all. But I said, oh, maybe it's an age thing, because I'm like from a different era. Because I remember that car when it was new, and when it came out, it was like, oh, God, I thought that looked so cool. It's like a giant scoop on the hood. I thought it looked so good. So I always remember that. But for somebody that came in like 20 years later, they probably look at that and go, what were they thinking, So, yeah, what happened to that? What happened to that 61 DeSoto? Do you still have that? Or is it somebody else's or what?
Jamie's talking about next year for No Name Nationals. He wants to bring like a hauler and bring out 2 cars. And like,
So now
wow.
he's gonna build a big old car hauler.
I mean, it's content, right? If something good happens, it's content. If something bad happens, it's content. Like Perky, it was good content, even though it was horrific. It was terrible, but it was good content. Everybody loves to watch you struggle on the right kind of project.
Tom still has the DeSoto. He's planning to go through the brakes, get it drivable for real. It's an awesome car. Yeah, it probably is. It's one of those body styles that people love or hate. It's a love it or hate it body style, and I understand that.
It's so much work working on these cars. It's got to be something that you love, or else it's not worth putting in all that effort. I really like my Bronco II. I don't know why. And the more I look at it, it's such a freaking mess. The more I do, the more I see. But I still really like it, so it's worth it. Because every time I look at it, I feel inspired. I like that you put the front end of that car back together. Because it really it dresses it up so nice.
Which car is that?
Good. The one he was just working on. It's It's white and burgundy top. It's a beautiful
Oh.
car. The stinky one.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the one. I think he said his wife says it looks like the fins don't go all the way to the back. When I was a kid, I'd look at that, thought that looked so stupid because they stopped the fins and then the fender kept going. But now I look at it for some reason. I've kind of changed my mind on it. I kind of like it.
It looks good.
Looks good, like those rockets sticking out of there. Okay, so now we have. Yeah, we know what car that is. That's for those of you that don't know, weren't no name nationals. That's
Tanner.
That's Tanner's car, which is a
Vintage.
vintage car.
And that fender is more mud than steel. Out front, somebody drilled holes and pulled the fender back out with like a dent puller, and then mudded over it, and then the mud is cracked and peeled off. And like, I hope he never changes it because it is so cool. Like you could just, it's like archaeology. You can see
Look at this.
the life that the car has lived.
Route 66 in Oklahoma. Okay, and there's the car that he wanted me to put up right there.
Dougster,
And-
were you able to put up the email? Did that work?
It didn't work.
No?
It's like, look at it, it's like goofed up. Well,
A Mexican Spec put it up.
oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Buffdale Campo, one word, at gmail.com. And Dougster left at gmail.com on. Finishes, that's my car next to an old sign telling you about the original 26 to 28 route for Route 66. What is this? I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, so Luis goes 74 Dodge Dart. Yeah, what year is that?
Pretty close to 74.
Yeah,
I
I
just
can't-
watched his video.
I can't tell because there's no bumpers on it, because that's why my eyes would go to is the bumpers.
One of the things I like about Tanner's content is it's a cat video with cars in it.
It's a cat video with cars in it.
It's good stuff.
You know-
it's very, very cute and entertaining and fun. And if you like cars or cats, you can enjoy it either way.
And look at that panel in front of the windshield. Somebody had put some kind of tape and bond over it or something. He peeled all that off, then he welded a panel in there and he finished it all real nice and painted it. And I kind of like the new color better for a race car.
I can't understand cutting out the stuff for the windshield wipers. Like that car is never going to be a car again.
It's going to be a race car.
It's going to be a race car forever. And I think it's crazy. I don't want to give away too much about the video, but he went so far as to order color code matched paint for it. And they botched it and they gave him the paint for a different year of the same code. So that cowl that's bright ass yellow is the same paint code as the
They had to use the same code for a different color in a different year.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a
let's
nice
see
looking
here.
car.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a
it.
Scamp. It's a 74 Scamp.
Scamp.
I didn't know it was a 74.
D-Man is
well,
welcome in.
What I thought was pretty cool is at the beginning of his video, it just looks like an old car sitting there. He's working on that panel in front of the window, and it's like pretty much a dead looking car. And by the end of the video, he's driving it around because he put the engine, got it running, got it driving, like got with it. Yeah, I like that.
Hippie Long asked, what year did that hood scoop come from originally? I don't know. Somebody knows.
Oh, in the video, he had a different hood scoop on there. He hit some sheet metal thing. This looks better. Yeah, this is gonna be a good car. Yeah, you're gonna have to be like Jamie and get a bigger trailer and bring 2 cars
Or some friends that drive.
or some friends that drive.
He's not quite as bar. He was bragging about how cheaply he was able to get home.
Oh, and Jamie mentions that the seatbelts in that were a 74 thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't into Chryslers that much then, so I really don't know the breakdown of when things like seatbelts changed.
Oh, you can tell that it's a 74 by the seat belts. I see it now. Okay. Oh, you mixed the paint yourself.
T-Man's here.
Oops. I didn't think it would come out that yellow. It came out very yellow. It's
You
not
know,
going to fade in.
But now,
That's yellow.
now you have to remember that mix so you can keep doing it.
69 only Plymouth or A12 Dodge is that where that scoop came from?
T-Man saying, Buff, the cassette was auto reverse. Yeah, no kidding. I just thought with all, like all the new cars, everything's automatic. I thought auto reverse ought to be on the shift lever. So then it's like, like the car knows when it's time to back up and it just backs up. Because that's what people want. They want self-driving cars. So why not put the auto reverse on
early self-driving technology
on the shifter?
Auto reverse.
And then you're just driving along. And it's like the car goes, hey, it's time to back up. And it just, boop, back you go. Because that's how cars are today.
Boy, in 74, when they required we talked about it, the seatbelt interlock was a thing starting in 74 and ending in 74, where the car wouldn't start unless the seatbelts were engaged, and people hated it. They felt it was an infringement of their personal liberties, and now I like my 66 Dart just has lap belts, and I don't like it. I like the feeling of that belt across, because it's always been there.
But the problem with the interlocks in 74, I had a new Matador in 74, and it was there, but I always wore my seatbelt, so it didn't really matter. But I used to get in the car and start the car first, and then start to warm up, and then I'd seatbelt and do all this. Well, I couldn't do that anymore. I had to change my routine. Well, then what happened was it wouldn't start at all because this stupid thing doesn't work right. They didn't design it well. They did it in a hurry.
Cheap.
They didn't care,
Cheap.
Something to make the government happy that they put it there. Well, then the one on the passenger side, it had trouble too. If nobody was sitting in it, it wasn't supposed to be a problem. But what happened was I used to have to plug the seatbelt in with nobody there so I could start the car. It was just an annoyance. My Mazda, you remember, it was the same thing. I had to plug the seatbelt in on the passenger side just so I could drive. Because the Mazda, the sensor worked, but if I put something so light as my wallet or my phone on that seat, car wouldn't start. Then I get this buzzer and light flashing and everything. I used to just buckle the seatbelt and drive around with nobody in it with the seatbelt buckled.
I think, Andrew, Olive has it right with the Golden Fawn. I had a Scamp that was in butterscotch, and it was decidedly more browner of a yellow than this was. I could be wrong, but no, I'm not getting the butterscotch vibe from this yellow.
I had a 74 Vega, and I remember what I did there. I unplugged those things. I thought if I unplugged them, it'd never start, but when I unplugged them, they always started. So I just unplugged them because they didn't work right. It's Y4 Golden Fawn.
O'Reilly no Golden Fawn. There you go.
It's old paint codes, hence why it wasn't right after I sprayed it. I don't want to spend money anywhere because you get a discount there.
D-Man says, remember the door belt that put the belt across you after you closed the door in the 80s? Yeah, it was automatic. It went back.
There were two versions of that.
Man,
the Ford one,
expensive.
The Ford one had the track like this. The GM ones, they were mounted to the door like a Grand Prix. That thing was mounted to the door, so when you open the door, it'd pull the belt off of you. But I never trusted that because now you're trusting the door latch for a seatbelt. I can't believe they were allowed to do that, I asked earlier about Mexican Spec could probably know the answer. When did they require steel guard beams in the doors? The I know there was a year they started requiring that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it was sometime in the mid 70s, and they started doing all that safety stuff. So it's somewhere around here. You know, they put the bumper safety, side impact safety. When did that come along? I don't know. I
Oh, here
guess
we
it
go.
was well intentioned.
Jamie sent a picture, downloading a picture from Jamie.
First thing they're worried about is fuel economy. Next thing, they make the cars way heavier.
Here we go.
Hey, we got a picture from Dead Dodge Garage. We're famous.
Look at that heater box. I always forgot about those things. I remember them real well. These cars were, when I had my radiator shops, these were kind of at the end of what was on the road. These are the older cars that were still on the road that you saw every day. There were a few of them around, so I'd get them in the shop, but not huge numbers of them. Most of the cars I worked on were 60s, very early 70s. My second shop, it was not many 60s, mostly 70s cars, few 80s.
So what do you guys think? Not what should he do, but what do you think he will do? Will he rebuild the 383 and put it in here? Or will he put the Hemi in here? What do you think? Everybody wants to see the Hemi go into something.
Something
He
I had.
has a 383 that probably should be looked at closely before it is installed.
Hey, Blue Grid's here. Kim looks hot.
Thank you.
Oh,
I am.
so who are we talking to? Walter or Anna? Okay, so the something
Thank you, Walter.
that I didn't even think about. I never thought about this before. Jamie brought it up. Was the front of this car doesn't have a grill. There's like a whole series of bumpers all on the front of the car. I never thought about that before. There's no grill.
Just all bumpers.
Just bunches of bumpers.
Stacks of bumpers. Oh, Tanner says, I bet Jamie never finishes it. Harsh.
JB, 73 was the first year for door impact beams, according to NHTSA.
Okay, that makes sense, because I've seen inside of some of them doors.
Okay.
Straight Bullet asks if an LF swap is one of the options. Somebody time that man out. That'll get you punished around here. There's no LS swaps.
I like LS swaps, but not in that car. Not in that car.
Only Dylan Levi can put LS in old cars and not be banned from it.
It depends on what you're doing, you know. Jamie says, spoiler, there's already something in there. It's neither of the above. Oh, okay. So he's already been there. An LS swap would ruin a Mopar. Well, it depends on what Mopar it is. I think a 383 for time being to enjoy the car and later a Hemi swap. Oops, all bumper. Yeah, it is. It's just bumpers.
Hippie Long asks if the frame is good on that car.
He
didn't really show any video of underneath the car. He did show, it looked like it needed upper control arms. It looked like somebody cut the upper control arms and welded them back on.
Luis is asking.
Did something like that.
It's a 1957 Dodge. It's not a Plymouth. It's a Dodge, and it's a 57. If you watch Dead Dodge Garage, that channel, you'll see a story all about this. See, there's this. Finish says, look at your track record. I know a certain car you never worked on after getting it. Oh, we're like that. That happens. Bill, yeah. LS everything, no thanks. I'm probably the only one that ever put a, well, now everybody's going to hate me. I put a Pontiac Iron Duke in a Dodge Dart. It was a very light duty 6-cylinder Dart, and that Pontiac Iron Duke was a brand new engine, and that car was worn out, or the engine was worn out. And I put that in there and drove it around for, I don't know, several years like that. The only thing I had to do to the car was lower the front end way down because it was really light up front. So it handled good and it drove well and had about the same power as the worn out Slant 6. And I don't know. You open up the hood and there's an air cleaner there. It said, keep your GM vehicle all GM. Pretty funny. Aunt D's here.
Blue Grit says putting a
Hello.
late model Hemi in a 73 Challenger involves lots of interferences. I would expect so, because the two are generations apart. Bear Rose says he likes it when people LS swap their stuff because it floods the market with the good stuff that they pull out. Welcome in, Mr. Kim of Barrow's Garage.
Oh, Barrow's Garage. Hey, how you doing? I missed that. I need to be looking at my email. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I guess the question is, how easy would it be to swap in the Hemi while bicing the 383? Well, the good thing about the 383 is, well, is the bell housing for a Hemi and a 383 the same? Because he wanted to keep it push button. So I think that's possibly a consideration involved there. No torque converter. I can't believe they left a torque converter behind.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I saw that. That say engine and transmission all bolted up, no torque converter in there. It's like, what? He did that.
Aunt D says she missed what motor is in the Dodge. You know what? I don't know what motor. I don't remember him saying what motor is in there.
350 or 361 or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Because, yeah, he had a 383 that they picked up along with the car. And he has a Hemi that he was thinking about would work good, but I don't remember him saying what was in there. You'll have to watch the video. Check out Dead Dodge Garage.
Tavo set those together. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Check out Dead Dodge Garage and watch the stinky car, and you'll know all about it. And then you can talk in a chat. Amber Sherwood Polly. Ah, I don't know what that looks like, but I look forward to seeing it.
Oh, yeah. Buddy Carpano brought this up. It's a 74 Cougar. That's when Cougars got giant. Became a mid-sized car instead of a Mustang type.
Dead Dodge says the first gen Hemi is more like a small block. There's an adapter that hooks it right to the small block transmission, but I don't have one. Oh, that's the rub, isn't it? There's just all these little things that exist, but you know.
Yeah,
but Jamie, you're made of money. Just get one. Can't you just? Can't you just get one?
That's what everybody says to us. Can't you just?
Can't you just get that special, rare, and valuable adapter plate and smash it into this car amongst all the others in your fleet?
I was thinking it was I forgot when the big blocks came out. It was 58. Because I was thinking it might be a 350, which a lot of people forget that the original big blocks were 350s, which sounds like a Chevy, but they're not. They're big block Chrysler. But that was in 58, I guess. Let's see here.
57 would have had a 325 Poly or Hemi or a flathead. The big blocks didn't come till 58. The original is long gone, putting a big block in it. The big block makes sense. It's a big car, you know? What else are you going to do with that motor? Unless you have some other specific place to put that motor and that transmission, I mean, why not? It's just crying to be in there.
You can point at anything in the yard to prove I don't have much money on hand. Yeah, we turned all our money into junk, and it's all over the yard.
Wait, who are you reading?
Same thing. We did the same thing.
I know, people are like, you have like 15 cars, aren't you rich? And like, no, I'm very poor.
We spent all the money on all this junk. Isn't it cool?
Right. And then the other thing is, well, can't you just sell one of those cars? It's like, no, who wants any of this junk? Like, watch any of the videos about any of these cars, and that'll tell you why no one wants to buy any of these cars. Jamie, at least you have a couple of really nice cars.
She has a Dodge pickup. A guy came to look at it, and he really liked it. It had a good interior in it, and he said it had an engine in it Kim wanted. So he goes, pull the engine out, I'll come back and get it. So Kim pulled the engine out. Of course, we never saw the guy again.
Never came back.
So then we got a truck with
I
no
told him he
engine
had to
in
have
it.
the car, the whole truck for $300. He could have the interior, the bed, the tailgate. He never came back. E Fog says hi. Buff and Kim, welcome in.
Yes, Santee, there was a 5-mile-an-hour bumper requirement
Yes.
in the U.S. in 1974.
That's where all the beaky front bumpers came from, was 74. They figured out that the beak would...
Braden sent this in. I don't think it's a 74, but I don't know.
Dougster's going to bed. Thanks for being here, Dougster. We appreciate you.
I don't know.
Guys, make sure you're subscribed to Dougster Wolverine Garage and check him out on Monday night, where he does his live stream and entertains for hours. For hours. Quietly, though, so as to not bother Mrs. Dougster.
Mexican spec. B-backs never come back. Yeah, you got to get some money out of them. What is that? Braden sent this in. What is that? It says image 2.
Is it a Ferrari?
Oh, it might be a Maserati. I don't know. What's that logo?
Oh.
What's that logo down there in the bottom? It could be. I don't know. I like the looks of it, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know
It's
what year
newer
it
than
is.
74, isn't it?
I don't know, probably. I don't know. Braden sent a bunch of just stuff. Nothing of, that could be a 74 or earlier. That actually looks kind of cool because it's military looking.
It's green.
And that's very military looking. Military police. I don't know why he's sending all this military stuff, Braden. He sent it. Okay.
D-Man says it's a Maserati.
Yeah, it did kind of look like a Maserati. I think it's a pretty good looking car.
Hippie Long says he was trying to find production numbers on his 64 Dart GT with a 273 4-speed. Can't be many. That's probably a rare-ish car. I don't know. Most of them would have been slant 6s with 3 speeds. 273 with a 4-speed would have been special order. So I don't know.
That's a 72, but it's from vintage.
Oh, that's one of his cars, though. Real cars and not just pictures are always welcome.
Maserati Merrick.
Man, you got some nice looking tires on that car.
This Blue Grid ass was the bumper stuff in 73. That's when they extended the bumpers on the Mustang. Okay, no, they're sort of. In 73, they had to have 2.5-mile-an-hour bumpers in the back and 5-mile in the front. And 74 was 5-mile-an-hour on both ends.
They knew it was coming.
And they, so most of the cars had different stuff in 73 than they did in 74. Because in 74, they really meant business and they had to conform to 5-mile-an-hour on both ends. And 73, they didn't. Also in 74, I think they went to standard height. The bumpers all had to be at the same height. So 2 cars came together like this instead of like this. And 73, I don't think, had that standard height yet. I remember being around during all that mess. I hated it. And then the police back then, they just zeroed in on that. You had some bumper violation, you were getting a ticket. And, back then, a lot of times we had front bumpers off and stuff because it looked cool, like a drag race or something. Man, the cops would just swoop right in on you. And so there were a lot of tickets that had to do with bumpers. It was a thing for a while. And then more and more enduro bumpers came out, and you really couldn't tell if they were bumpers or the front of the car or whatever. And the cops kind of decided to go look at, cause trouble somewhere else. D-Man says, yeah, buff, and no split bumpers. Oh, like a Rally Sport Camaro. Yeah, those look good. Like a 70 or 71 Camaro with the Rally Sport, 2 little split bumpers. And then I had friends that did that with Vegas. They cut their Vega bumpers and welded the ends over and had them chrome, so it looked kind of like the Camaro, where it's a big wide open grill. And that was a thing to do. I did a lot of radiators for Vegas with the V8s, and that was a common thing.
Bear Rose says Washington State was really strict on bumper laws for quite a while.
So I was in California, same thing there. They were like, it's like the police. Like half of what they want to do is just swoop in on your bumpers. You know, it's like you had to have your bumpers right, and if you didn't, they were on you. Yeah, cops back then had nothing to do but nitpick assault riders. They still do to a certain extent. Here in Tennessee, they don't seem to mess with you at all.
They do not care about cars.
They don't care.
You'd have to be doing something just downright stupid for them to bother you here. And the trucks that are on the road here, I mean, just downright stupid. Way up in there, dumbass lights on them. No exhaust at all. It sounds like thunder going down the road. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, they don't do anything about it.
They got better things to do, which is good. They should.
Let's see here.
I would rather the cops eat a donut than pester people because their cars are a little bit different. Although, I think some of those trucks that are way up in the air are pretty dangerous.
Yeah, Auntie says, I'm guessing they didn't have that law for the trucks. The bumper on my 74 F100 is bolted directly to the frame. Yeah, trucks and cars were completely different. And eventually they started bringing the trucks into all the rules. Half-ton pickups, I guess, were the first ones to get the emissions, and then, you know where we're at now. It's just built up. Luis says, is it a police car? Is this a police car? No, I don't think so. Maybe it could have been at one time, but it's got chrome going down.
No,
it's got that chrome strip down the side.
He said they've owned that car since it was new.
Oh, okay, so no.
But those would have been police cars, right? They made those into cop cars, right? That looks so much like a cruiser.
Yeah, Andrew Button says, I live in the most violent cities in the country, and the cops have better things to do than bug people for any car stuff. And that's what they should be doing, is concentrating on where the problems are. Oh, it says, around here, just don't sticker up anything that isn't a truck. Sticker up anything. I'm not sure what that means. Just put stickers all over it. Let's see. Finish this, Luis. That was never a cop car. It's been a regular space since brand new. Jeez, Andrew Button. There's no traffic enforcement here, so the bikes and fast cars use the freeway behind me for full blast all night long. They let them do it until they crash. Then they got to go out there. Luis says 74 Dodge Monaco's in road wrecks. Gone wild. A lot of babies made cars like that. Who else did I say I was gonna? I think maybe
Plenty of back seat.
I'm looking at. It's Ghostbusters. I don't want to see pictures of Ghostbusters. Buddy Carapano, 74 Maverick. Oh, here, this isn't bad looking for a 74 Maverick. Oh, you're going to have to
Well, that's pretty sharp. That bumper does look terrible.
Yeah, that's 74. That's the first year for the big bumpers.
Horrible.
And that's like a...
Sticking way out there.
Let's just bolt a sofa out there in front of the car.
Like, man.
Yeah, 70... If you look at a 73 Maverick, maybe you can pull up a 73 Maverick, which had 5-mile-an-hour bumpers, but not a standard height.
The 73 Maverick? Okay. I will look it up.
Yeah, hood on that car is a perfect space for a butt to rest. This got those wheels like I have. These are just wheels like you got me. Lester Saber is here. How you doing?
Ooh, there's Evel Knievel again. Oh, yeah. Very different.
See, maybe it's right behind my head.
Look how close it is to the front of the car.
Yeah, 73, they had to be 5-mile-an-hour, but they did not have to be standard height.
Much tighter, streamlined.
And the back were 2.5.
Streamlined at her. better.
And you see these had to be a standard height. Just look in the back. It doesn't even look like it's in the right position for the indents on the fender. And it looks like it's too low. And the front just is enormous. In Massachusetts, the police will leave you alone as long as it's inspected and you're not doing anything dumb. Yeah, and here there's no inspection, so I kind of like that.
He had a Impala with experimental airbags in 74.
You know, that's when that stuff started.
I had no idea. I thought airbags didn't come around till 80s.
Ford did that on some big, I think they were big Mercury Marquis or something, some big giant Mercuries. And they had some experimental airbags then.
Vintage says all the ladies love his Impala. They want in that back seat. Yeah, I'm sure you have to beat him off with a stick, Tanner. Let me put my boots on because it's getting a little deeper out here now. Then again, you're, a grown human male who has a car. That puts you above most of the drug addicts. And anyways. Olive says, would you like to add the extra bumper overriders to protect that massive bumper? Why, yes, I would. Yes. I don't care what they cost to make sure I get them.
And then Kim on Seinfeld had an Impala with an airbag. Oldsmobile dashes. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's Kramer. Huh.
They had Oldsmobile dashes. That's
Had
interesting.
Had a Buick dash and a custom steering wheel. Huh. Okay, let's see
I
here.
had no idea in 73 they were doing airbags.
And
Wow.
Kim, you said you liked cat channels and cat stuff. Well, this was sent in by. We got some adjustment over there.
Zoom in? That is horrible. Don't zoom in.
Don't zoom in on that?
Yeah,
I
make
thought
that
you
go
liked
away.
cats. I thought you
No,
liked
make
cats.
that go away. It's
This
the
is
product
sent
of
in
some
by-
kind of inbreeding that I don't want
sent
to
in
think
by-
about.
Faith. It's a Volkswagen, sort of.
Yes, I could see that by the windshield
Seeing
lines.
Oh, what is
That's
it?
Mater. Toe Mater.
So you know who that is?
Yeah, he's a cartoon character.
There's a.
That's a Corvette. That is not a 1974.
No,
anything.
that's a. What is that thing? It's a Honda. I don't know what kind of Honda that is.
I don't know.
Faith
Where
is
did all these
Faith
come
is
from?
Faith is sending all these in. Okay. So that's 74.
I will look up the green Caprice that Seinfeld had. I will look up Kramer's green Caprice. Because I would rather look at that than these other
That feline
pictures.
would be dead. No, they don't live 51 years. JB Buick dashes. My bad. I was looking at a 92 Olds convertible. So I had an Olds on my mind.
Ba-doom, ba-doom, doom, doom. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, there's Evel Knievel again. Here it is. I saw something from Reddit that says drove an experimental Chevy with the airbags and whatnot. Oh.
Why did they use that? It was there.
Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Look at the size of that car.
Yeah, cars were all big then. Or a lot of them were
It
big.
was an extremely rare car, I guess. That's probably why it was around in the first place. Is because somebody knew it was a rare car and they were taking care of it, and then it became a television car because, you know.
Buddy Carfano, what year did padded dashboards start? The first I know of was a 1956 Ford. There was
That was an early thing.
There was available as a normal option. I think the Tucker had some padded stuff, but that car really didn't go anywhere. So I would say 56 Ford, and we had one of those. My dad bought one brand new, and it had a padded dash and padded sun visors, and so it wasn't quite so much metal to crash your head into. And of course, it didn't have seat belts. But you could get seat belts in Fords in 56. But he had them put in afterwards, after we got the car. So we actually had a 56 Ford with padded interior and seat belts. Yeah, is there a picture of that thing with the door open so we can see the dash? Probably not, huh? Oh, what's that? Is that it? Oh, that's it.
Supposedly. Who knows? They probably used a bunch of different cars.
Yeah, they probably used a bunch of different
They didn't
cars.
do enough car stuff to just, have a car sit on set constantly, so they probably had it one season or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the history of it at all. I don't really care that much. And back to the Ford Maverick. Because I don't care. How we doing?
We're doing okay. What are we going to do next week? Somebody will come up with an idea. See, Tim says, I had a 56 Ford with the glass roof. It was hot in the summertime. That's a rare car. Because they had the Crown Victorias, and then they had, most of those glass roofs were Crown Victorias, but some were not. And, yeah, there weren't a lot of them around. And they get all, that plastic, get all cracked and everything. We had a 54 Mercury, and it was very, 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 very cracked. Little tiny cracks all over.
But he said nothing like the rib breaker mirror on the dash. Well,
yeah,
I'll see your rib breaker mirror and upgrade you the harpoon spear in the center of your steering wheel.
Yeah. Who was the actor? Got his eye put out by a Cadillac spear in the center of the steering wheel.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Somebody will know. I can't think of his name. He's part of the Rat Pack. What was his name? Somebody will know. Yeah, he got in a crash in a Cadillac, got that thing in the eye and ruined his eye.
Oh, man.
Luis says, what's next week? 1984? 1984. What happened in 84? Man, is there anything good in 84?
Luis, no. That's what's on the news.
We should go. Sammy Davis Jr., you're right. You get a couple of points. And D-Man got it. Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah,
Patrick
here they come.
It.
Yeah, he got his eye put out by
you all get 3 points for saying Sammy Davis Jr.
By a Cadillac spear in the center of the, man, more people, in the center of the steering wheel.
Luis and Barrows also get 3 points because you guys typed.
In 54, the Mercury is called a Sun Valley. Yeah, we had a friend of mine bought a Sun Valley, and I worked on a lot, and we sanded that thing and did the body work on it. It was pretty straight to begin with, but the paint was bad. We repainted it in lacquer and buffed it out, and that car was looking good. And there was a kid there that wanted it, and he bought it. And it had an engine in it that needed a flat cam, so it would backfire up to the carburetor if you start, because the combustion gases couldn't get out through the exhaust, so they come out the intake. So he knew it needed at least have the heads pulled off and pull the cam out, and he didn't do that. He went and took it somewhere, and he and his friends took hammers and beat the hell out of it and broke every window, and just like drinking and destroying something for the fun of it. It's sad because it was a 54 Mercury Sun Valley that we'd spent months doing the body work and painting it. Just kids, stupid kids. 56 got a safety steering wheel because of that. Yeah, 56 Ford was the first year, and Ford made a big deal out of safety with the padded dash, padded sun visors, deep dish steering wheel, and there are a couple other things, and seat belts. Ford made a big deal out of safety in 1956.
Good night, Tanner.
Tanner's taking off.
We're going to be done pretty soon anyway.
We're going to be, we need to know what we're going to do next week. What do we have?
Suggestions? What do you guys think? I don't think we're going to do TV and movie cars again right away. It hasn't been long enough. I just don't want to do it again.
Yeah. What about pick up? If we go to another 4, I'd rather go 64 than 70 than 84. Go the other direction. Mexican spec. My caddy was a 56, so it didn't have that wheel. Interbutton. There was a point in the steering wheel. The Eldorados had a metal one. My car, being a DeVille, had the plastic bullet. Yes. I knew a guy that had a Harley. He had all these spikes all over it.
Mexican Spec says next week, let's talk about cars.
What, you didn't talk about cars enough? What happened? We didn't talk about condiments.
Next week we'll talk about mayonnaise.
No! Don't even bring up mayonnaise. Oh, Blue Grit says extra large cars. Did they make extra large cars? They did, but they didn't call them that. They started calling them compact cars, and the extra large were just like those cars.
You know what's wild about tonight? We talked about 1970. I don't think did we see one picture of a truck or a motorcycle?
No.
Evel Knievel, but we didn't do trucks or motorcycles or anything.
Evel Knievel
just cars.
Wasn't even on a motorcycle. He's on a rocket.
We were very narrow on the topic tonight, guys, which I think is okay. Oh, Mexican Spec gave us a picture of the steering wheel.
Oh, so now okay, so what's going to happen? Oh, it's going to come up there. You'll be able to show that.
I think I will.
I think that'll work. Oh, look at that.
I can do that.
56 Cadillac. Okay, let's see. Now you got to get the...
Well, that's the... Oh, maybe it's a different... Oh.
Where's the picture of the... Does that scroll down? There you go.
There it is. Right
there it is.
Right there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's not a safety device.
Harpoon. Mexican Spec says all trucks look the same. No, we did have a tin grill Dodge. Remember? Early on. No, it wasn't a Dodge. It said Dodge on the hood, and it said something else on the mud flaps.
Everybody say you should do only
Mopars only? Oh, I don't know.
JB, I sent Buff some dealer and car hauler. Oh, you did. And I downloaded them, and I didn't get to them.
You didn't give me dealer and car hauler pictures.
I know, and you like those.
Those are some of my favorites.
Here they are.
Thank you, JB.
They came in right after the mayonnaise, and I missed them.
There's a man who knows what I like.
Yeah, Kim likes these. So we'll do these while we're thinking about what we're going to do next week. That's what we should do next week. Dealer and car hauler. Dealer and car hauler cars. No. That's AMC. Look at that. That is so cool. I remember those.
Why don't they have tires on them?
I don't know. They're junk. I don't know. They say American Motors on them. What's this? This is another...
That's a car show from 74. Or, not a car show, like a car...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicago Auto Show.
Autorama. Hard to drive with no wheels. Yeah, right? How do you even load them on that stupid hauler? Salisbury Chrysler Plymouth Jeep. Yeah, remember when the Chrysler Plymouth Jeep were all together?
Irv Peters Dodge.
Nice. They got the streamers up.
That
Them
sure
lights.
That looks like a dealer from about
What kind
74.
of lights would those be up like that?
Oh, they're fluorescents.
They are not.
They sure are.
74?
Well, fluorescents were everywhere, but all those fancy ones weren't around yet.
That in the north, they couldn't put fluorescents outside because they wouldn't light in the cold.
John Johans, Bizzarini, AMX, AMX3. Wilson Pontiac.
Olive like hippie idea of interiors. Interiors first and then the cars they came in. We do a little like trivia, like what kind of car do you think this is?
That'd be interesting.
I don't know. Sometimes I've got to just do something different. We could do interiors.
That sure looks like a dealer from. It's very time, period correct.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, what's this?
That's a Corvette.
Yeah, but why did it come up? It was in the same group of pictures, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I
74
think.
Corvette.
I do like those. They're kind of big, heavy cars, but I still like them. They're good cars. Good car, likable car. Oh, what did I do here? What was the one I like to keep up there?
Ah, the good old days.
Okay, so Lee says 1980. Lee then says 1970 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. Okay. What was Buddy's suggestion?
I don't know. I'm feeling indecisive.
Indecisive. Isn't there a channel like that? Indecisive Garage.
I think there is.
Kim, you're lost on this stuff. It's on to be a
70 baby. That's right. I wasn't even born. I do
She
remember
wasn't
these
even
buildings,
born.
though. I wasn't even born yet. Look, it's even got the same wood grain paneling board in the dealership as we have in the hallway here of this old place.
Buddy says 1964.
I don't know. We're dragging this out.
Can you fix that down there?
Oh, yeah, no last minute ads.
Not no last minute ads.
Not right at the end.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, Patrick Sullivan, Tiger in Your Tank, 1964. It is. First year for the GTO.
Cool.
64 Fords. 60.
I want to thank Mexican Specs, Bear Rose,
Okay,
Dougster, and our moderators for being here tonight and keeping everybody in line.
Let's go back 10 years. Let's go 64 next year.
Okay, we're doing 1964.
Not next year, next week.
Try and make it a variety. You know? What's your favorite car from 1964? What's your least favorite car from 1964? Favorite truck, motorcycle? What else is anything automotive adjacent? Automobilia, events or dealership pictures, car haulers, anything. We'd love to see some conversations, and it doesn't have to be. The topic is always just something to keep the conversation rolling. Like, we don't always have to be on topic. Sometimes we talk about mayonnaise for an hour, and that's okay.
As the last time.
I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. You have made it to the end. I'm awarding everyone another 2 points for being here. Thank you for all your comments. It was way too busy tonight to read every comment or follow along, and I'm kind of ditzy because we have been streaming more and doing more stuff, and I'm exhausted. But I have lots of video editing to do, and there will be more content coming out on both of our channels in the coming week. So look forward to that for some long form stuff. We've already got some shorts in the bank, so you're going to be seeing more of the Bronco in shorts in the near future. Blue Grit Garage, there's not a lot of flying cars. I think it would be a very short evening.
Andy just sent this in. Andy's never sent anything in before, so I put it up. It's the last one.
Oh, all right. It's a Ford.
Flying cars. Yeah, look at that. Was that 78 or 9? Don't know which it is. It's because I can't tell the difference between a 78 and a 79, but it's a body style I like.
Yeah. Good old Ford.
Okay, so 64 next week.
Plastic automotive equipment, lawnmowers, weed whackers, blowers. Absolutely. It's mechanical stuff. We love that stuff. Send us something like that. If it's from the mid 60s, that vintage, doesn't have to be exact years. Definitely send it. That's cool. Yes. So we're getting out of here. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Don't want to hit Kim in the face.
I've seen a Bronco wearing shorts. Well, we have another Bronco, and it's also going to be wearing shorts. So look forward to seeing you all, guys. We had a great time. We had some cool visitors, and we'll be in the shop Thursday. Do you want to be there Thursday
I
again?
think so.
All right, we'll be in the shop Thursday night doing cleanup crew around 10 o'clock. And we hope to see everybody there. And what does Cudens mean?
I don't know what that word means, Mexican Spec. It looks like
He's
Spanish.
speaking in some foreign language that I don't know. Man, Mexican Spec.